What if Pokémon could become absolutely massive and gain completely new appearances and powers? That's exactly what Gigantamaxing does. Today, we're going through every Pokémon that can Gigantamax, from the original Kanto starters to Urshifu. Let's see them all. Number 1. Venusaur. Gigantamax Venusaur becomes enormous, with its giant flower spreading across its back. Its vines become even more powerful. Number 2. Charizard. Gigantamax Charizard gains blazing wings and a huge flame surrounding its body. Its signature G-Max move is G-Max Wildfire. Number 3. Blastoise. Gigantamax Blastoise gets a gigantic cannon system on its shell, turning it into a walking artillery fortress. Number 4. Butterfree. Gigantamax Butterfree becomes massive and develops huge, colorful wings. Its G-Max move is G-Max Befuddle. Number 5. Pikachu. Gigantamax Pikachu becomes incredibly large and gets a chubbier appearance inspired by its classic design. Number 6. Meowth. Gigantamax Meowth becomes extremely long, with a giant coin on its forehead. Number 7. Machamp. Gigantamax Machamp gains enormous muscles and 4 massive arms ready for battle. Number 8. Gengar. Gigantamax Gengar becomes a giant gateway-like Pokémon, with its huge mouth opening into the ground. Number 9. Kingler. Gigantamax Kingler gets an enormous claw and a foamy beard around its face. Number 10. Lapras. Gigantamax Lapras gets a giant shell and a glowing musical pattern floating behind it. Number 11. Eevee. Gigantamax Eevee becomes incredibly fluffy, with a huge mane around its neck. Number 12. Snorlax. Gigantamax Snorlax literally turns into a giant landscape, with a tree and plants growing from its belly. Number 13. Garbodor. Gigantamax Garbodor becomes a massive mountain of trash, with toys and objects scattered throughout its body. Number 14. Melmetal. Gigantamax Melmetal becomes a gigantic metal titan with molten metal flowing through its body. Number 15. Rillaboom. Gigantamax Rillaboom gets an enormous drum set made from the plants on its body. Number 16. Cinderace. Gigantamax Cinderace commands a gigantic fiery rabbit-like creature from the sidelines of the battlefield. Number 17. Inteleon. Gigantamax Inteleon becomes an enormous sniper-like Pokémon, using its giant tail as a platform. Number 18. Corviknight. Gigantamax Corviknight becomes covered in powerful Galar particles and gains huge armored wings. Number 19. Orbeetle. Gigantamax Orbeetle becomes a gigantic UFO-like Pokémon with an enormous brain-like head. Number 20. Drednaw. Gigantamax Drednaw becomes a towering turtle with an enormous shell and powerful jaws. Number 21. Coalossal. Gigantamax Coalossal becomes a gigantic living volcano with molten rocks surrounding its body. Number 22. Flapple. Gigantamax Flapple becomes a huge dragon-like Pokémon inside an enormous apple. Number 23. Appletun. Gigantamax Appletun becomes a gigantic apple pie dragon with an enormous pastry-like body. Number 24. Sandaconda. Gigantamax Sandaconda curls into a massive tornado-like shape made from sand. Number 25. Toxtricity. Gigantamax Toxtricity becomes a giant electric rock star, with electricity and poisonous energy surrounding it. Number 26. Centiskorch. Gigantamax Centiskorch becomes incredibly long, resembling a gigantic flaming centipede. Number 27. Hatterene. Gigantamax Hatterene becomes enormous, with gigantic hair and a towering witch-like appearance. Number 28. Grimmsnarl. Gigantamax Grimmsnarl becomes a gigantic monster covered in massive hair, giving it an intimidating appearance. Number 29. Alcremie. Gigantamax Alcremie becomes a gigantic cake Pokémon, surrounded by enormous layers of cream and decorations. Number 30. Copperajah. Gigantamax Copperajah becomes a gigantic armored elephant covered in metal. Number 31. Duraludon. Gigantamax Duraludon transforms into a massive skyscraper-like Pokémon, making it one of the tallest Gigantamax forms. Number 32. Urshifu. Urshifu has two Gigantamax forms. Single Strike Style becomes a massive dark martial arts warrior. Rapid Strike Style becomes a gigantic blue and white martial arts warrior surrounded by flowing water. And that is every Pokémon that can Gigantamax. From giant cakes and skyscrapers to massive dragons and volcanoes, these forms completely transform the Pokémon we know. But which Gigantamax Pokémon is your favorite? Let me know in the comments, and subscribe for more Pokémon videos. And if you haven't already, let's hit 1000 subscribers and I'll do a face reveal.